Good morning, y'all. As you can tell by my face and spryness, I didn't have any alcohol last night. Even though while I was walking around trying to upload my round 2 coverage, I went kind of to the downtown area since there's better service, and I was hoping to maybe use some Wi-Fi or something. But let's just say there was lots of alcohol consumption down there. 10% of the people couldn't even walk in a straight line if they were offered $1 million to do so. It was a wild scene down there. But anyways, we're up. We're at it. On to Saturday. Round 4 of the 5-round World Championships. And yesterday, my homie, I think Jarkko was his name, he said that he'd been watching the food vlogs, and he gave me a recommendation to try some native Finnish food. It's going to be a rye bread pie with rice filling, and he said some kind of egg butter. So I'm heading off right now to try to find me one of those so I can eat some traditional Finnish food. I always like trying new stuff, especially in kind of embracing the culture that I'm in. So if I can try some national food here. I've already tried blood sausage last year in Estonia, and I like it. I don't mind it too much. Definitely not my favorite thing ever, but I think blood sausage is definitely edible and worth getting if you haven't, just to try it and kind of see a traditional food. But yeah, we're off to try to find some Karelian pies with the egg butter. Wish me luck. Let's see how they taste. Here we go. Karelian pies. Traditional Finnish food at its finest. We'll find out. I've been told I had to try these, so here we are. I'm a man of the people. I want to try all the traditional foods I can. It's a little rye pie with rice filling, and he said some kind of egg butter or something like that. So first bite, everyone knows the rules. Passes the flop test, that's for sure. It's gonna be hard to judge this one since I've never had a Karelian pie before. It's not bad though. I like the kind of the graininess of the rye. You can tell it's like a very homemade rye. Nice soft filling with the kind of tough exterior. A little bit of crunch on the part that got basted with butter on the top, so you get some different textures in there. I can see hot out of the oven these things being, I could probably eat a dozen of these. I like it. Hard to give it a rating since I've never had one before. So I kind of just have to rate it on a blank scale. But you can tell it's a food of a place that doesn't have good growing conditions for a long part of the year. During those long winter months in Finland, I'm sure you can keep rice and grain for quite a bit. So one of those foods that it's going to get you by, but maybe not give you the most nutrients. I like it though. I'm gonna give it like that's gonna be our baseline Karelian pie. If I ever have more, I can kind of base off that, but I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. And if I ever try some different ones, then I think I'm gonna rate them against this one, but I'm going for number 2. I like it enough to at least have a second, right? I've always been a big fan of rye, so you can call me a rye guy. I'm back here in this food hall, kind of debating if I want to get a coffee in here or go back to my go-to Biscoff latte. Hard decision. Let me know in the comments. Would you go back to the Biscoff or try something new? Here you go, in case you want to come try the Karelian pie for yourself. I'm at the Puula Puutti Wheelenots in the Kauppahalli, which is like the food hall or shop hall, something like that. Here in Tampere, just past the bus station, or just west of the bus station. And now we're gonna get into another one of those buns that I got yesterday. Looks like kind of the same deal, where it's butter and sugar, maybe a little tiny bit of cardamom on there, which is like a cousin of pepper kind of, that has more of like a, I don't know, more of a distinct and different flavor that goes well with sweets. So now that we have tried one of these sugar butter buns, we're gonna have a little more something to base it off of. Let's see if this one's better. All right, sugar butter bun number 2. A little more doughy and dense than the other one. Flavor not too far off, and it doesn't have like as big of crystals on the sugar. The little inside part though has a lot more kind of sugar buildup. So that middle bite is high quality. I forget already what I rated the other one, but this one's pretty good. I'm gonna give it a solid 7.5. Definitely happy with it. I don't know though, that middle might bump it towards the 8 number. I feel like I preferred the softer texture of the other one yesterday, but the more I'm eating this and getting a little bits of that middle, this one might be the preferred one. Yeah, it is. We're bumping it up. 8.0. From the pool of party, wheeling east. How do you say it? Alright, still have my mind up on the coffee. Maybe I'll walk around and peep what some other people got in their hands. Do some table shopping, if you will. Okay, I just walked past a stand that had another one of those Karelian pies with what I think actually was the egg butter on top. I definitely didn't get the egg butter, so I feel like I missed out on the experience. Maybe I gotta go grab one of those and get the real full experience. That's what my guy recommended. Let's see. Okay, now we're talking. This is gonna be the real experience that we were looking for. Got a feeling this one is gonna blow the other one out of the water. Plus, I got it varmed up. Let's go. All right, we're getting into the real traditional Karelian pie that has been heated up for us. So it's probably gonna be, oh yeah, a lot softer in the texture. I can actually just cut through it with this little fork. And we got the egg butter that my homie was talking about. Yeah. Definitely more of the experience we were looking for right there. Warmed up with the egg butter. Definitely, I'm a big egg lover myself. I think we're all butter lovers, most of us at least. If you don't like butter, put it in the comments and then we're all gonna shame you. No, I'm just kidding. You know, you do you. You do you, I don't judge. This one definitely has a little bit thicker filling. And we got the egg butter piped out on top for even more flavor and a little bit of protein. So, pretty happy with this one. Even got the parsley garnish. We're getting fancy on them. I'm gonna give this one an 8.5. You know, I'm gonna have to try some more Karelian pies in my future and see where they all stack up, but out of the two I've had, this is the best one for sure. Well, I should have broken up the parsley too. I just had it all with one bite. Little bits of parsley on each bite probably would have went a long way. Got this one from the Heineken Munkkikavilla. Picnic coffee house, something like that. Who knows? Honor approved them. We're back at the Cake House Cafe for the Biscoff latte because, you know, if they broke, you know the rest. I can't express how excited I am that today. It's cool enough finally that not only will sleeping be really nice, but I'll be able to wear pants and not spray myself down with bug spray at the Monster. What a luxury. We don't think should we eat them? Look at that, you guys. We got some chicken of the woods up there. Dinner come easy today.
Love chicken.
Congrats to these guys for making the cut / cash line. Right? Both sitting in that cash line. And look at that. We got to. You love it when the dinner spot has like which beer or drink to pair with the meal. That's extra fancy. 3 different lads, 3 different beers. I want the IPA because, you know, after a day of disc golf, always good.
Pretty good.
Noah said James's tastes like Christmas, you know. This IPA is pretty balanced. It's like a little fruity, but also hop forward. Lager for Noah. That means he's trying to drink a few of them, I'd say. You know, definitely nice and light on the finish.
I got a blonde.
Okay.
Came in a really cool little cup.
Yeah.
It's like really smooth. It's good.
I'm gonna have a blonde later tonight.
Not only
I'm not
do they
about
not only do they pair the drinks like with the menu, but it's kind of nice how like every beer is supposed to have its own glass, right? Because the way like gets the aromatics. So they're doing the details here, right? That's a big old schnitzel. No one wants to trade, but no chance,
I
man.
thought mine was a sandwich. It's open face, bud.
Man, they do it different in Europe.
Those are good.
They didn't tell you the salad was gonna be bigger than the sandwich, did they?
That's alright. I need salad.
I got some
They've got the
lamb
little curry
meatballs
veggies.
with lamb meatballs, some potatoes au gratin, some yellow veggies. We'll see.
Yeah,
Looks good.
Can't go wrong. All right, no, out of 10, what we got?
Like a solid 6.5. 7.
Worth getting again, but maybe you search the menu for something else.
I'm a harsh critic. I'm a harsh critic too.
Oh, that's good. I made sure to be a little harsher this year. I realized last year I was being way too kind, so
That'd be nice.
yeah, it's hard to get a 10, you know. 10s are well earned.
Not you.
They're not really possible, you know what I mean? What is 10 in Finnish? Who knows? I just know 2. I thought I knew. Yeah, Koksi. That's 2. All right, JC. He got this last time, so he inspired me to get it, and now he's branching out. I also wanted to get what he got, but
That's nice.
I couldn't copy him.
You could have copied me.
I could have.
The veggies are definitely pickled, so those are like really tart. I like pickles, luckily. These meatballs are nice and good size. The potatoes are bomb. I'm gonna say like 7 out of 10 overall. I was kind of hoping for a slightly larger portion. Hungry, but we have a nice appetizer.
This boy bought 6 meatballs, you know what I'm saying?
3 meatballs might not cut it, but
Europe usually just.
Thing is, as big as a schnitzel looks, it's always nice and thin, so it's not a crazy portion, but definitely looked like it at first. Haven't had many schnitzels in my life to really compare to, but
Look at the color of his collarbone.
almost like
That's the most bright ass yellow thing.
pickled with turmeric or something. Schnitzel's solid. I think you know we'll give it 7.5. I'm happy with it. Use your context clues. What am I about to do? Time to have some fun with the homies. Watch your head. Oh my god. Practicing. It's part of his pre-shot routine. Well, when I showed up, James and Noah, the kid, Mindsma, they call him, were kind of running the table on Ian Burkett and Joey Buckets. But then me and Nate took over, and eventually we got them off the table, and then we broke their spirit. You know, they got off the table, so ended up getting the dub off of the 8-ball scratch, but it was a clear board, so at least it wasn't like we had a bunch of balls left. So yeah, time to call it a night. See y'all tomorrow.